What do you think could be so bad that I would just block it out completely? I mean, why do you think that Rick is there? And what would be in the syringe?
These are great questions. I wish I knew the answer.
And I know my mother knows more than she's saying. I know she does.
I say we go home, and you let somebody who's crazy about you tuck you in. Yeah?
Yeah.
Come on. Come on, let's go.
Look, come on, this is pointless.
Let's keep digging.
I mean, Curdy, how are we going to explain this hole in Felicia's backyard?
I got to figure it out one thing at a time.
Yeah, you got everything figured out. But you know how do you know we're digging in the right place? I don't even remember anything. I was just a kid.
Dig. I think we found her.
That's her, isn't it?
Let's focus on what we got to do. We got to finish this. You all right, Scotty? Scotty?
Oh, yeah, I'm just fine.
Come on, we got to get the rest of this body out. And once we rebury it, no matter what Laura remembers, it won't matter because there's no body here to find. Watch for every little piece.
Hey, dog. Get the dog. Hey, wait, whoa. Get the dog. Dog ran right through your legs.
Oh, there's no time to talk about this now, Scotty.
Well, he's going to show up on his owner's porch with this dead woman's skull in his mouth.
Dogs bury bones. He has probably hidden it already.
So we're banking our future on the fact that the dog's going to conceal the evidence?
There's no time. We got to get the rest of this body out and hidden it. Come on.
Baldwin. What? Have you got him at the station now? All right, I'll be right there. Goodbye. I gotta go to the police department.
All right, you impress him as the DA. Because your new position is gonna come in handy a lot quicker than we thought. Go on, I'll finish this.
But Laura, it's Leslie's day too. After all, she's the mother of the bride. She can't just blend in with the rest of the scenery. It's imperative that she make a statement. And above all, she must not wear beige. Oh, Lord, whose horrific idea was that? How Rosh Hashanah, I must say.
What'd you say about Rosh Hashanah?
Rosh Hashanah. It's French for tacky. I mean, she might as well just erase herself and be done with it, don't you agree? I said, don't you agree? Laura?
I'm sorry. What did you say?
I'm sorry, what did you say? You know, we are discussing your wedding here.
Elton, why don't you give Leslie a phone call and just take the beige dress up with her personally?
Oh, please, I've negotiated with her at length. She won't budge. The woman is as stubborn as a bulldog.
All you need to do is call her and really give her the old sell. You can do it. You can convince her.
What I really need is a little cooperation here, and a little support might not be out of line. Oh, heavens, look at the time. I'm late for my appointment with the florist. You know, if I'm not careful, this wedding is going to look as tacky as Carly Corinthus's funeral.
Ooh, all clear.
Thank you. I'm really sorry. I should be more involved in the wedding. I mean, it's practically here.
Well, it's difficult for you to get involved with that, with this attic thing on your mind.
Yeah. I just have more and more questions every day.
And off of the skull, what do you think it did with it? It went home, the owner took it down in the police department.
There's no way we can allow forensics to make any evidential leads from that skull.
No, we can't. We can't have this connected to you, and we can't have it connected to the murder and Laura.
I dug through some old personnel records, and I found Teresa Carter's rather hastily written letter of resignation. I found a paper trail to her last known address, which was in Orchard Park, and a phone number.
Great.
Wonderful. Good investigative work there, babe.
Thank you very much, but all I actually did was go through an old file cabinet. Anyway, I have to get to work, so I'm going to leave this in your very capable hands.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Let
hon.
me know if there's anything else I can do.
Bye.
Bye.
Orchard Park. That's not that far away.
Yeah, don't get your hopes up. You know, it would be unusual for somebody to stay in the same place that long.
It's ringing. Hello? Hello? Is anyone there? Counseling.
I'll handle this, go. Handle it? How? I don't know this very second. I'm a doctor. I'm not some magician.
The skull can be identified as Teresa Carter.
Why don't you tell me something I don't know?
All right, listen, I'm gonna handle this. As district attorney, I'll be less suspicious poking around forensic matters.
You're being appointed interim DA may not give us as much power as I thought.
Well, yeah, better hope it gives me enough power to get us out of this mess.
Put her on notice. If Teresa Carter is the woman bottled up in your head, it'd be much easier for her to lie to you over the phone than in person. And also, if we give her notice that we're coming, she could just disappear and we'd never find her this time.
But why would she do that? I mean, really, all she did was have an affair.
Well, look, darling, I don't know what happened in that attic that night, but whatever it was bad because Rick, Baldwin, and maybe even your mother have gone to a lot of trouble to cover it up. I think it was more than just an affair.
Okay, so, can we go to Orchard Park?
I'll just pull the car up.
Oh, thank you, Luke.
Okay, baby.
Oh, Laura.
Elton, I'm on my way out. Could you let my mom know when Lulu's final dress fitting is going to be?
Oh, already scheduled and confirmed. Oh, by the way, you have a visitor. And might I add, the only completely cooperative member of the wedding party.
I'm on my way out, actually.
Honey, I'm sorry. It is important. I want to talk to you about Teresa Carter. I owe you an apology, and I don't know where to start. I'm your father. I'm supposed to set examples in my life for you to follow, and instead you're having these vague and obviously unhappy memories about what happened that night, and I'm responsible for that night.
I'm ready to hear whatever it is you have to say.
Teresa Carter was my payback for being unfaithful to your mother. No, she was very deeply disturbed. I told you that. I didn't know it. I didn't realize it till she put our family through hell. And I take the responsibility for that. But I think what you're doing is you're taking some of these memories and you're putting unrelated memories together and you're making the night a lot worse than it actually was, honey. And there's an upside. There's a very important upside. After that night, Teresa left town and she never bothered us again.
What'd I miss?
I was just about to share some very good memories with Laura about a loving mother and father and two beautiful, beautiful daughters and the sharing of
I
warmth
remember
and
all
love.
of that. You know, I haven't forgotten that part, really. And as a matter of fact, just before you walked in, Luke and I were talking about all that night in the attic and how we should just really let that go. I mean, we're about to be married, and we need to focus on that now.
Do you mean that?
Sure, yes. The past is gone. It's over. There's no reason to keep going over that one night.